Hello everybody, Wild Bill for America here, and it's time for another episode of Bill Bites News. But first, a quick question from Stephanie in Houston. She wants to know why there are no female referees in the NFL. It's because they'd be throwing penalty flags for things that happened 3 years ago. All right. Man, I tell you folks, the FBI is really looking bad. As a 20-year law enforcement officer, I can tell you that the FBI has always been the most political law enforcement agency in America. That IG report that came out is clearly just another government whitewash of government corruption. But they didn't wash everything. Part of the report is the shocking bribery of FBI officials by reporters. No surprise there. And I can tell you that no American law enforcement officer anywhere is allowed to accept any kind of gratuity, not even a free cup of coffee at the local restaurant. But what do you expect from an agency that has been exposed as Hillary Clinton's lapdog cops, brazenly serving the most corrupt criminal politician in American history? As of today, the FBI is no longer a legitimate law enforcement agency, and I am calling for President Trump to strip the FBI of their investigative authority and hand all of it over to the United States Marshals. I know the U.S. Marshals. They're still the good guys. 3,506 Marines have applied for White House duty during the last year. During the previous administration, not one single Marine volunteered for White House duty. They had to be ordered to go serve. And as y'all know, the latest liberal crybaby act is boo-hooing about Trump separating children from their parents at the border. Let's inject a little common sense into this, which always destroys liberals. When these parents conspire to break the law and they bring their kids with them on their crime spree, the parents get arrested and locked up. What do you do with the kids? Put them in jail too? Not an option. Law enforcement is charged with finding a safe place for them, and I guarantee you these kids from south of the border are getting the same foster care that any other kid gets. In fact, WorldNet Daily had pictures of these kids in a nice home, learning how to brush their teeth, how to change the TV channel. Nah, these liberals are a bunch of crybabies. And it's interesting that they are suddenly so concerned about children when they are the same people who are responsible for the brutal butchering of over 60 million unborn children. Liberals, man, how low can they go? You ever notice how they never shed a tear over the American children that have been murdered by these foreign invaders? Well, let's just keep it simple. The family that's deported together stays together. One of the liberals whining about this is the CEO of Disney. So, let's see here. If parents get caught sneaking their kids into Disneyland, does Disney let the kids stay for free? And I see that sexual perverts in Canada just won a major victory against Christianity. Canada's highest court ruled against Trinity Western University Law School, saying that even though the university is Christian, they must accept homosexual students who openly practice sodomy and other sins. Canada's highest court just declared that no Christian institution can require good moral behavior, nor can a Christian institution obey the biblical commandment to, quote, expel the evil man from among you. That is exactly how the pedophile priest scandal got started, clearly ignoring God's commands. You can bet the militant homosexuals will use this rule to come against Christian institutions all over Canada. It is unclear yet if this ruling will require churches to submit to homosexual domination. Listen up, America. This war on the Christian faith is just getting started. The election of President Trump has given us a very brief reprieve, but the day is coming when the enemies of faith will once again control the White House and the Supreme Court. And when that day comes, it is going to be open persecution of Christians in America. Now is the time for you to get serious about your Christian faith. Now is the time for you to join the Constitution Party, the only party that still respects America's traditional faith and values. Go to constitutionparty.com and read the platform. I'm sure you will be pleased. Well, if you're a God and country American. If you're a liberal, you might want to avoid that site at all costs. All right, that's enough for tonight. This has been Bill Bites News. Thank you for watching, and America bless God again.